Good morning. Today I want to review a couple of math terms. I want to do so by answering some questions. Number one, what is an integer? Number two, what is a variable? And number three, why do we use variables? Number one, you all know the answer to already, even if you don't know it. Integer is any whole number that is not a fraction. So I've written up here numbers 1 through 10. All of these are integers because they're all whole numbers and none of them is a fraction. If I wanted to go higher, 42, 56, 89, 112, any number, no matter how large it is, as long as it's whole and is not a fraction, is an integer. All of these are whole numbers. But if I wrote 3/4 or 1/2, that would not be an integer because they're fractions. So an integer is any number that is a whole number and is not a fraction. Which leads us to question number 2, what is a variable? Now, y'all see variables all the time in problems like this. 4x plus 8 equals 20. The x is our variable. A variable is a placeholder for a number that we don't know yet. In this equation, we have some things coming together to make the number 20. That's what this says. 4 x's plus 8 come together and make the number 20. However, we don't know what the number that x stands in for means. For what plus 8 equals 20? For what plus 8 equals 20? That's what x is really saying. 4 of what makes 20? When I see this equation, 4x plus 8 equals 20, really what it's saying is 4 x's make, or 4 letter x's, I apologize, 4 letter x's. So what that says is 4 x's. You might even add them together. If I changed it to 6x, I would need 6 x's. One, two, three, four, five, 6. But as it's written, of course, we have 4x, so I'm going to change that back to 4 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4. But x, remember, means what? What? 4 of what? So 4 of what plus 8 equals 20? We don't know the answer to that. That's what the variable is there for. Variables are letters, and the letter doesn't really matter, although you usually see X or Y, maybe Z, maybe A, B, and C. But those letters are marking a place where we don't know part of an equation. We don't know a certain number in the equation. So that's what a variable is. It's a placeholder for a number that we don't know. And then why do we use variables? Well, it's simply to help us solve the equation. I want to find the answer. What does equal 20? 4 times what plus 8 equals 20? And if you remember some of your multi-step equations, what we need to do is we need to try to get this x by itself. And if we do, we'll have the answer to our problem. So if I take 8 away from both sides, that leaves me with 4x equals 20 minus 8 is going to be 12. And then if I want to get this x by itself, this right here, 4 x's, also means 4 times x. And so I want to do the opposite. Since it's 4 times x, I want to divide by x. Now, I don't have a good division symbol on this keyboard, so I'm going to just say divide 4 from each side. X equals 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3. And so according to the work that I've done, I'm thinking that this X means 3. Does it work? Can I put it back in the equation? Well, let's see. If I do 4 times 3, or 4 number 3's, remember the question was 4 what's plus 8 equals 20. Well, maybe it's 4 3's plus 8 equals 20. 4 times 3 plus 8 equals 20. 4 times 3 equals 12. So I say 12 plus 8 equals 20. And does that check out? Yes, it does. 12 plus 8 equals 20. And that gives me the solution to the problem. So, why do we use variables? We use it to help us find a solution. Now, what I want y'all to do is I want you to go to Canvas and you're going to see an exit ticket 1130. In it, you will find these 3 questions. What is an integer? What is a variable? And why do we use variables? I want you to answer each of the questions in at least one complete sentence. That means capitalized at the beginning of the sentence, proper punctuation at the end. If it doesn't have those things, it won't get full credit. But go up, answer these 3 questions, and that will be the work for today. I hope y'all have a good Cyber Monday, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all tomorrow.